Hey Jimmy, how you doing?
Hi.
My name's Taylor. I'm gonna be your therapist. How you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Um, so I know you did an intake assessment with another therapist last week. You kind of gave her a look on what was going on. But I kind of want to hear for myself. What were you doing here for treatment?
I'm just going through a lot right now. I recently lost my job. I have a lot of health issues right now. They're preventing me from working. I don't have any income. I just recently started to join AA. Kind of go through that.
So you joined AA. Okay. So you had, I guess you were drinking then. Well, how long are you sober right now?
Yeah, it's about 2 weeks sober now.
Oh, great. That's awesome. Um, Let me start off with asking you a question. If everything was to be perfect tomorrow when you wake up, what's your world look like?
Well, I guess that I would be back to work again. My family would still be with me. Since I'm working, I have health insurance, so I'll be able to take care of issues I have, like with degenerative disc disease and stuff like that.
So I'm hearing um, your family's not with you, right? That I heard. Um, you employed, um, and you be able to take care of your health conditions.
Yeah.
I mean, so what out of those do you feel is the most pressing issue right now?
I guess maybe having my family back with me.
Um, it's like say scale 1 to 5. How motivated are you to try to reconcile things with your family?
I would say 5, because, I'm doing the whole AA thing for my
That's
family.
great. And you're here, which is another step in the right direction for sure. Um, so can you tell me a little bit why, I guess your wife, do you have any children too? I think in your report said you had a couple children, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what was the result of them moving out?
Well, I've been unemployed for some time because of my chronic health issues.
Okay.
I used to do construction, but just with my health just falling apart, I haven't been able to work, so I haven't had health insurance, so I can't really do anything about that. So I've been, used to drink and, smoke a lot of pot just to kind of deal with any pain I had or just to kind of just numb myself. But I got tired of putting up with my crap, so I just said until I can get my drinking and drug use under control and I start to get my life back together, that we're just going to take off for a while.
And it sounds like you're already starting to make positive steps towards that, right? With the AA. I want you to think back in times when maybe you and your girlfriend y'all didn't get along.
My wife.
Your wife, I'm sorry. I apologize, your wife. Y'all didn't get along. Maybe you were having arguments, and you were able to work things out. What were you able to do? What did the argument look like? How was the solution come about?
I'd say a lot of times in the past, the way we got through arguments was we would just, if we saw we were kind of grinding each other's gears and kind of getting on those nerves, we would just kind of find some time to cool off rather than just getting into it. Just maybe walk away, go to another room, and then come back later and just try and calmly discuss what we did to piss one another off.
So do you feel that maybe, say, you maintain your sobriety and get back together? That's something you can implement in the future between you and your wife as far as, being able to resolve those conflicts.
Yeah.
What about with your children? How's your relationship with your children? You have contact with them?
I haven't talked to him in 2 weeks since they've been gone, but generally pretty good. It's usually just me and my wife.
How's it feel that you haven't been able to talk to your kids in a couple weeks?
it's kind of overflowing. So it's like, I try to be a good father, I was always there for them, I really like them, so it kind of sucks not being able to see them.
So I heard you say you can provide for them. How does it, so you say you can't provide for them now?
Well, I mean, now since, my health conditions kind of limit the type of work I can do, I'm not really able to work and provide, basically, afford groceries or anything.
So how does that make you, does that upset you? What are the thoughts that kind of go through your head whenever?
It kind of hurts my sense of being a man. It makes me feel less of a man since, I kind of think that, I'm kind of failing at this whole fatherhood thing.
So you feel like you're a failure as a father. Um, do you think your kids perceive you as a failure?
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe just because, right now they're not with me, and I mean, they know what's going on, so I imagine that they realize that I've screwed up.
So, so you think that your kids think you're a screw up?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I haven't been in contact with them in 2 weeks, but I mean, before this, for the most part, I was always able to provide.
Okay, so you have a past of being able to provide for them,
Yeah.
right? Do you feel that kids just, do you think they remember that kind of stuff? That the good times?
Yeah, I mean, they're old enough to remember, so I mean, it's not that they forget. It just kind of seems like with all the other stuff going on, if they're more aware of that than, past efforts.
You know? So, because what it sounds like to me is that when you think about your children, you're automatically thinking that you're a failure right now, right? Okay. And what I heard you say is that in the past you've been able to provide for them, you had good times, and they don't necessarily perceive you as a failure. So maybe that might be able to give you a little bit of insight into you not trying to, alter that automatic thought that you're just a failure as a father. Because it sounds like to me you have, you had the good times. I know you're having a rough go at it now, and that's why you're here. So, but you're doing a good thing by being here right now. Are you willing to try an exercise next week? I give you a little homework.
What?
Well, I was wanting you, anytime that you feel like you have a negative thought either regarding, your parenting, your kids, not being at work, I want you to document that feeling, okay? And I want you to rate how intense that negative feeling is on a scale of, say, 1 to 5. All right? And after you document the intensity of that feeling, I want you to put the thought, I want you to write down the thought that you had that made you have that feeling. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Could you give me an example?
So let's say you think, oh, I'm a failure as a father. Well, that's going to make you sad, right? And you would rate that how sad you felt right then and there, okay? And 5 being the highest. And then what we'll work on next week is maybe replacing some of those automatic thoughts or pairing that negative automatic thought with a positive thought. So, for instance, say, oh, I'm a failure as a father, but, I took him out for ice cream this one time and we had a great time. And my kids love it. So, is this something maybe you could try? You could write it down or even just take a mail note if you're not going to write it down.
Yeah, I could do that.
Any other questions? Actually, there's one more thing regarding your substance abuse. You feel like AA is enough for you right now, or I want to be honest with you. I'm not trained to for substance abuse counseling. So I would need to refer you out to somebody who specializes in substance abuse. So I was wondering how you felt about maybe getting some substance abuse treatment, or if you feel like 12 steps is enough. It's up to you.
I feel like 12 steps doing pretty good right now. I've got, very supportive guys. So.
Okay. Well, that's something you can always feel free, if you feel like you're, going down that slippery slope, you can let me know, and I can get you to the right people. So, is that okay?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So I'll see you next week.
Okay.
All right. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, sir. Have a good week.